And this one says the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria has said it has concluded plans with the Office of the National Security Advisor to reduce the number of security checkpoints where personnel physically come in contact with both passengers and their baggage at the nation's airports. Speaking with newsmen on Saturday in Lagos, the Managing Director of FAAN, Mrs. Olubumi Kuku, stated that the agency and the Office of the NSA have agreed to carry out short and long-term measures to address the issue, including the creation of a joint coordination room where all the agencies view CCTV cameras to ascertain what they are looking for. Hinting at her resolutions with the security agencies, Kuku noted, in her words, and I quote, "We have agreed on a few things. The first one is a short-term intervention where we reduce the number of agencies at the airport because we have some that were doing just sort of routine checks, just moving around to observe rather than disturbing passengers." And let's get your take on this story before we move on.
Yes, my take on this story, it's simple. Security is a major concern in Nigeria, and the airport authorities should be advised to take proper caution in whatever steps they are taking to possibly unify the security checking in the airports. Because if you visit the various airports, you see that there are different agencies in this airport, thereby making traveling difficult for the users. So it is duly advised that they should coordinate security. And I believe we are in a jet age now. There are technologies.
So you also feel like the checks are too much?
Yes, the checks are too much. If the airport authorities deploy the right technologies, there are highly sophisticated CCTV cameras and other equipments that can scan individuals, scan your luggages without harassing people. So,
but considering the present security challenges in Nigeria, don't you think this is important? Looking at security challenges in Nigeria and then these security checks, let's balance it.
Yes, you see, the major reason why we still have security lapses in the country is because those in charge of managing security have not done the right thing with the technology. That is the truth. There are sophisticated cameras that can scan you, that while you're coming, that can scan through you if you're having any weaponry or you're carrying drugs. The cameras and other facility have a way of deciphering what you have that is unlawful, and the alarms will trigger off and you're picked up. So the men at the airport being physical, I mean, it's too much. So I subscribe to the idea that the airport authority is suggesting that they want to unify the security checking in the airport. They can just unify it and make it simple with the right technologies.
Okay, now there's been a lot of complaint about mishandlement of luggages and baggages by airport users and customers generally, which has actually led to this this plan by the FAAN. What would you suggest the measures that they can take apart from the CCTV plan? What other measures would you suggest they take to avoid manual checks?
Okay, firstly, the airport authority should embark on training and retraining of staffs, because most of the staffs, most of them need retraining. I have been a victim of a luggage delay. Sometimes I was returning from Kanu via Air Azman. Then, sorry I'm mentioning them. Then the airline did not have a direct flight to Port Harcourt. So then we do Kanu, Abuja, connecting to Port Harcourt. So on that very day, you know, I didn't find a connecting flight Kanu, Abuja to Port Harcourt. So I did Kanu, Lagos, then Port Harcourt. Imagine how many hours on air. So when the flight got to Port Harcourt, I lost my luggage.
Wow.
And, but good 18, I contacted the right authorities. It was found and delivered to Port Harcourt. So in this instance, the luggage was still at Lagos while I was already at Port Harcourt. So it took some days, but good 18, I had my luggage intact. So I will advise the authorities to do proper training and retraining of staffs, and also in the management of luggages. Fine, they have employed some technology, but they need to do some improvement. Okay, they need to improve on managing of luggages, and also the conduct of staffs at the various airports.
Yeah.
Yes, they need to look at their conduct and behavior, because the complaints are not really favorable.